Former California Governor Jerry Brown knew an emergency when he saw one. That's why before he left office, he created the Homeless Emergency Aid Program, also known as HEAP. The city of Los Angeles received $85 million of those HEAP funds, $20 million of which would go specifically to Skid Row. Down here, there's not enough fresh water, restrooms, or showers. It's getting worse. People are literally dying here, like we do. LA Can engaged community residents and came up with a list of recommendations to deal with the egregious lack of public health infrastructure in Skid Row. Public health infrastructure that fails to even meet the minimum standards of a Syrian refugee camp, according to the United Nations. We sent Skid Row recommendations with pictures to Mayor Eric Garcetti, Councilmember Jose Huizar, the CAO's office, the Homelessness and Poverty Committee, to everyone.
And get this, as you might expect, from a city government floundering beneath the weight of a federal investigation into corruption.
Here's how they decided to spend the $20 million in Skid Row. Keep in mind now, this is an emergency. Eric Garcetti says this is the human rights issue of our time. Dig it. $350,000 for 25 beds at the Downtown Women's Center. A $2 million sidewalk sweeping program. $1.1 million in city salaries. They left the other $15 million unspent because they didn't know how to spend it. It gets worse. When asked about this foolishness, Meg Barkley, the person in charge, had this to say. Wait for it. We're working with Jose Huizar. What the? Are you smelling what I'm smelling? Yeah, Jose Huizar, the council member representing downtown LA and Skid Row. The same Jose Huizar who's under federal investigation and who's been stripped of all of his council committee seats. Smells like a heap of crap to me. Call Mayor Eric Garcetti and demand real public health infrastructure for Skid Row.